Welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm Dee.
I'm E.
And today we're going to be talking to you guys about Fashion Week. Well, not really. It's actually one particular show in Fashion Week that I don't really think we're that crazy about. That's the Balenciaga show. So, what do we know?
I see y'all still liking Balenciaga, but I'm not gonna get started with y'all. I'm gonna just read what the internet is saying.
Right.
So, nearly a year after its infamous advertisement scandal, Balenciaga celebrity fandom seems to have quickly bounced back. Shame on you. Just in time for its spring 2024 show in Paris. According to Vogue France, the invitation received ahead of the Balenciaga Spring-Summer 2024 fashion show at Paris Fashion Week was set by a unique invitation. A sewing instruction book invoking the fundamental concepts of garment design. The show fully embodied this theatrical theme. The ambiance featured crimson curtains draping every wall, serving as the perfect backdrop for Isabel Hupperd's eloquent narration of sewing instructions. What does that mean?
Kim Solid.
Okay. It's been within this dramatic setting that models, celebrities, and designers and close collaborators graced the runway in succession. For this show, Demna revealed that he drew inspiration from all the people who have left an impact on his life, whether famous or not. Y'all remember his name? The luxury house welcomed a stacked roster of buzzy and ultra-famous stars, including newly announced 2024 Super Bowl halftime performer Usher, alongside Rema, Charlie XCX, Erykah Badu, Paris Hilton, Offset, Kris Jenner, Corey Gamble, Emily Ratajkowski, Ashley Graham, India Moore, Tiana Taylor, Ari Lennox, Cole Sprouse, and more. Though it's unclear if she attended the show, Miss Kimberly Noel Kardashian, who previously said that she was re-evaluating the relationship with the brand in November 2022, was featured in the collection's lookbook, modeling what the brand described in an Instagram caption as a 3D molded wet dress, paired with the reality star's seemingly favorite signature piece from the brand, sock on heel panta leggings.
Okay.
Why that trend never dies.
It really should.
Tell me about the scandal.
All right. So for those of you who don't know or don't recall, the release of two campaigns by Balenciaga, which is owned by Kering, the French luxury conglomerate that also owns brands like Gucci and Saint Laurent, has taken the public opprobrium to a new level. One campaign featured photos of children clutching handbags that look like teddy bears in bondage gear. Another campaign featured photos that include paperwork about child, I can't even say the word, pornography laws. And together they ignited a firestorm that traveled from the internet to Fox News, fueled by allegations that Balenciaga condoned child exploitation. The controversy has become one of the most explicit collisions of internet culture, politics, fashion, and conspiracy theories. So, on November 28th, 2022, almost 2 weeks after the storm started brewing and after a series of Instagram apologies that failed to quell it, the brand issued a statement admitting a series of grievous errors for which Balenciaga takes responsibility. The fashion house announced ongoing internal and external investigations and new controls, and said it was reaching out to organizations specialized in child protection and aim at ending child abuse and exploitation.
Sure.
You want to get started or I get started?
It seems like you have some thoughts, so go ahead.
Okay, listen. We were put through hell watching Kimberly Noel Kardashian's campaign with Gucci last season. Literally, the same stuff over all the meetings, all of the appearances, all blah, blah, blah. I'm getting there. So in all of that, Kim was there with either Domenico Dolce or one of the Dolce & Gabbana people, right? You're telling me that Balenciaga head people weren't around for these marketing campaign ideas? Like, investigation where? It's you. You did it. Like, I'm confused how this is like, this was let go. How, like, it's just, oh, okay, we gave them enough time. We canceled them for like 6 months, but we're cool again. I'm all for second chances, but this is not like a right to me in any way, shape, or form. Like, no, it's dumb. That's right.
I also find it interesting that Kanye is over there in Italy somewhere, and he was in the Balenciaga store
Yeah.
rebuying all the stuff again after he went on his rants and said, they're trying to control people and blah, blah, blah. And they don't care because they do XYZ about child this and child that. They don't care about the
Oh,
children.
children. Yeah.
The hypocrisy in Hollywood is real. I would rather them be like, you know what? I'm not going to cancel them. I still like them. I'm going to wear it. I can respect that.
Be honest.
Be honest. Not this whole fake stuff that, oh no, yes, I
Reevaluating.
empathize, I sympathize, blah, blah, blah. You forget about it for 3 months. There's so many news cycles
Mhm.
that we've been faced with. And then, boom, now you're at the show. Yes, you, Chris.
Ooh,
Yes, you, Corey, because you are directly linked to the Kardashian crew.
sure
Y'all
is.
forgot? Even if Kim is not a part of it, which she is because she was part of the lookbook,
Right.
Chris is still a representation of the family. So
Yeah.
her being there, it's like them all endorsing it.
Yep. Cosign.
So what happened? Are these people paid off? Like, are they just trying to fool people? Like, do people not care anymore?
Like, we've talked, in other shows of ours, episodes of ours, where it's like, there's a division in this country, right? Like, it's apparent. We've known this has been going on for years and years and years. But one of the things that I always thought was just hilarious with those on a certain side is how, they would attack the left and the elite, blah, 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 and claim that they were doing all these crazy things. They had all these conspiracy theories about like child, situations and everything. And, I remember just thinking, like, come on, like, that's a little bit much. Like, y'all are reaching. And now it's like, how do you expect these people not to have some kind of conspiracy theories out here when it comes to like Hollywood and, famous people and all that, considering this is essentially, like you said, an endorsement of this company, of, this brand. So it doesn't look good and it doesn't really help to make things any better. If like maybe in a couple of years you were to say, okay, we're rebranding, we're, trying to like do this and that, after they've spent these years working to do better, right? Follow through on the claims that they were making about what they were going to do. Not a year later though. Like,
Yeah.
that's not enough time. And it's like, at which point do we draw a line and say like, okay, like I can't do this. It's like, I don't know. And it makes me mad because of those conspiracy theories. Like, you're literally giving credence to all of those things, to these people who literally, go out of their way to make it seem like celebrities are all part of one big cult or whatever. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't look good.
I remember there was also like I think it was Gucci that they boycotted a few years ago. I remember like
Probably.
T.I. was like all over it. I think
Yeah.
the runway they might have done a similar thing that Balenciaga did, or it was like a blackface or something like very offensive,
It was something like kind of not necessarily blackface, but kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was, controversial at that time. And, a lot of celebrities were saying, let's boycott, these fashion houses, and let's, focus our energies on Black owned businesses or like minority owned businesses. And
Yeah.
that never happened.
No. Like no. No.
I mean, these fashion houses just basically like, rule fashion. But Kim, you're over here, and you guys are gonna see our season 4, episode 2 of the Kardashians. She went to Harvard to talk about Skims and being a businesswoman, XYZ. But if she knows that her platform, is so huge, like
Right.
why wouldn't she stand up for something? If you don't stand up for something, you don't stand up. I mean, what's the quote?
If
If you
you
don't stand up for something, you stand for nothing, kind of
no,
thing.
you'll stand for everything or something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
kind of thing. You guys get me. But, I think that they're not using their platform to the best of their ability.
No,
Um,
not at
I'm
all.
not a Balenciaga fan, so you're not going to catch me rocking it.
Seriously.
If these other fashion houses do some kind of infraction that, upsets me, they're getting banned too, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like it's something that like it's like a catch 22, right? Like obviously celebs are a form of influencer, right? They're the original influencers. So, yeah, like it helps to have them on your side. It helps, to do all these things, but like at which point do celebs like really evaluate the relationships with some of these like brands, some of these companies and stuff? And at which point are you just like kind of, eh, paycheck's a paycheck, like I don't know, like it really makes me confused about how everything has just kind of happened when it comes to that. I'm not a Balenciaga fan. I was never a fan of those, pants or leggings, whatever. Um, but the fact that like Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, their whole family was pushing it so hard, what, like 2 years ago and everything, and like the
Mhm.
moment that, something went wrong, instead of them like trying to hold them accountable or whatever, they kind of just like stayed quiet, until things died down. And then, like I told you last season, pretty much everyone in that family was wearing Balenciaga, some
Yeah,
kind of gear, and I've
you
seen it
figured it out.
already. Yeah, I've seen it already, I think this season as well. Like I may have seen one or two of them wearing something. So again, it's like it sucks because it gives people the idea that you're okay with some of these things. There's a Spanish saying, like, what is it? No hagas cosas buenas que parezcan malas. Like, this is what that is. It's like, don't do good things that appear bad, So if, like, you're trying to help out, let's say they have a friendship with Demna, like, they really believe this person is not about that, right? That this was just like a big misunderstanding, a big mistake. You want to give them a second chance. I get that. But there's ways about, like going with it, like trying to like get that across. And I don't think at any point did I hear Kim Kardashian or Kanye West say anything about, Demna's character or, the history of Balenciaga and nothing of the sort. It was all very much like me kind of thing. But now let's go back to me because it's you still endorsing these people. So yeah, like I don't really care for it. And I was sad to see Usher there. I was like, no.
And,
And Tiana. I love Tiana.
you know, I have nothing.
Disappointing. Disappointing.
I know, very. But guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Are we just being extra and too
Probably.
harsh on Balenciaga? Do you still rock it? What do you think about celebrities still endorsing them? Like, does it bother you? Should we all just,
Yeah.
kick them out somewhere in the universe and go to Never Never Land somewhere? Let us know what you think because, yeah, I'm interested to know.
Yeah.
If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're growing our community and we're happy to report we're getting places. So share our video so your friends could be our friends and we could all be friends. We also have social media, which Dee will tell you about.
We are on Instagram and TikTok at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys follow, like, share, comment. We love interacting with you guys.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Why do you have to be so weird?